I feel like this is the one where I'm gonna absolutely demolish you guys in.
Oh no, Daddy Trump Dump gonna demolish us. Joke on you, though, I want that.
Disgusting ass.
Can you please just stop sexualizing my every sentence? Just keep it in your pants for a few hours a day, would you?
That's some nice progress, Joe. You are now 1 yard closer to the hole.
Thanks, Barry.
That wasn't... Never mind, keep living in the darkness, Joe. You'll be better off that way.
You overshot it. I reckon it'd be better if you were to stop on that platform. You would have a clear shot straight into the hole.
I reckon? Informal Donald wasn't on my bingo card tonight.
Informal D's nuts, Barry, ah ha ha ha.
Now that one was a miss, Brody. And would you look at that? Of course, the Great Don is the closest one to the hole, as per usual. I'm not playing any games. I'm actually going to win this one.
But you literally are playing a game right this instance. What do you mean you're not playing any games?
Stop being a smartass, Joey. You're too stupid to be a smartass. And that's just a thing you say when you lock in.
Damn it. Yep, I think you are actually going to win this one unless one of us will make a comeback of a lifetime or if you will start yeeting yourself off the map hole after hole.
As you can see, the second option is simply not possible, so you need to focus to at least be close to contention with me for the first place. Yep, Joe is definitely not making any comeback.
Get off my ding, man. At least I tried something risky instead of playing it safe.
There's a major difference between taking a risk and just being stupid.
Ah ha ha ha, no way Biden got teleported back to the spawn point after this shot, LMAO. Oh, why I hate this game. Ah, que se finis ivresh.
What was that? Were those tens of thousands innocent civilian souls from Yemen taking over your voice or something? Joe, you gotta be trolling at this point. You could just look at the power amount I put into my shot and simply repeat it.
Yay.
You gotta be shitting me.
This hole is confusing me. Why am I the lab rat here?
That's because you will shit the bed anyway, so you could as well go first to let us see how it goes.
Come on, guys, I can be a good player when I'm in my element. Which is not now, but that stuff happens to the best of the best.
He's got a point there. He's definitely a much better player than you are looking by the pure statistics. He's been pretty much demolishing you in every game we played competitively.
Because Joe Dog always demolishes whether it's in gameplay or foreplay.
Alrighty, I am here, but what sucks is that I don't see any shortcut for the Great Dawn, so I'll just have to be a follower and not a trendsetter.
Not like it's a bad thing. We need followers that obey the rules, unlike your greedy ass who is a literal billionaire yet don't want to pay some damn taxes.
You should have fixed them during your terms if you wanted me to pay them. If they weren't so poorly avoidable and so high, then you would get this money. But until it's the way it is, then nuh-uh, you ain't seeing this.
Why won't you pay them though? If you paid all your taxes, I'm pretty sure I could finally pay off my student loans from 1961 and maybe even have some change left for some ice cream after.
It ain't my duty to pay your fucking loans from the Stone Age. If you can be a standing press, barely standing president, both figuratively and literally, then you should be able to pay off these loans looking at how you make more than $500,000 a year, which is about 2 centuries worth of Diet Coke intake, which is the best hydration source if you ask me.
What? I earned money from being a president? Since when?
Oh, phew. Oh, yeah, right. We transferred Joe earnings straight to Jill's account so that he won't immediately gamble half of it and spend another half of his salary on Everclear and chocolate chip ice cream combo because that would be a diabolical way to burn presidential money.
Seeing what he is doing right now, I would say he already has been on that Everclear binge drinking session last night.
Well, since Kamala kicked me out of the race, I've been drinking out my broken heart and sadness, and I've downed at least 5 bottles of Everclear every night since then.
Joe, you should really keep that drinking to the minimum because your brain is already a mush and we don't want you to lose your speaking ability. In most cases, because sometimes we would be better off without it.
And this is the guy that was trying to gaslight all of America by saying he's downed his handicap to a 6. Joe, I know you're a president and all that, but you don't have to lie even when talking about golf.
If you actually listened to him, he was talking about his handicap during his terms as vice president. So it was at least a decade ago, and back then Joe was a pretty regular person in terms of his mental and physical health. Heck, we even did a video of us jogging in the White House, which you can see in one of our oldest videos on the channel, so it's probably showing up in the right top corner as we speak. So yeah, he could be handicapped 6 then, but he was always golfing alone, so I can't back him up because I simply didn't see him play until his presidency came along.
Fuck! I think I'm gonna start playing like a wuss by just following your route, just for the sake of keeping the lead on you losers.
That wouldn't be very Donald of you, Mr. Trump.
Oh, so now we're using my name as an adjective? That's pretty rad, not gonna lie.
And that's how Mobamba cuts his loss to the orange greaseball.
Go and stuff yourself with your pride, because this hole is the only one where you will get the deficit over me.
You could use some caloric deficit, if anything, fatty.
Say that publicly and observe what happens. Those demi-libtards will cancel your ass and eat you alive for being fat-phobic.
I get what you're saying, but it wouldn't really work like that when the target is you. Using hurtful words is okay if it's aimed towards people with evil ideas.
What? And where's the logic in that?
I don't set the rules of cancel culture, dude. It just happens on its own. You know, it's like the passage of time. It just happens on its own, and there's nothing we can do with it, and we can only play by those rules.
This might have been the worst analogy I ever heard from you. I don't obey by the cancel culture rules because I don't even know them. But time, on the other hand, is something nobody can change as far as I'm aware. You got to work on your analogy game, Barry the Bombocopter.
Here we go again with this bullshit. Why do you always gotta make up some stupid-ass, unfunny nicknames for me as soon as we get into the argument? Just call me Obama or Obamna for short, just none of those stupid nicknames.
Didn't you just call yourself Mobamba a while ago?
Damn it! Why can't you be demented when I need you to be?
Struck a nerve there, Mamba Bamba Obamna guy? Bam, bara, bam, bam, bam?
It's Morbin time.
I hate you all so much.
Okay, Joe, you got nothing to lose, so show us what you got here.
I'm scared, guys. I hate pirates. I always was taking the long courses just to stay off their waters back in the old days. I'm glad they are gone now.
Joe, pirates were a thing back when United States wasn't a founded country.
Yeah, I know that.
I always told you this guy is an actual caveman. He is just aging and aging for the God only knows how long.
Hi guys, what are you? Oh my God, are you playing golf?
Why, yes, Mr. Eusebio.
No comment. Anyway, while you play this shithole of a game that Bale retired for, I'm just gonna quickly pop in a promo since I've basically gave you a huge boost after my presence in this channel, so it's only fair I get one. Okay, so dear viewers, remember to subscribe to You Are Cristiano because we're aiming for 100 million subscribers before the end of a year so I can get a red diamond button and do unboxing like PewDiePie once did. All right, so that's all I had to say now. Bye, you losers. Have fun with your little gay game.
Jesus, what's the deal with this guy? I get that he's a celebrity, but why he has that attitude? You cannot just barge in on our video, make a promo, and talk shit to the current and two former presidents of the USA. Who the fuck this Ronaldo guy think he is?
Exactly. I've looked up his net worth and it's only 500 million. I could buy his entire family if it was still legal.
What does you having more money have to do with him being arrogant?
It's really simple, actually. It all comes down to the social hierarchy. The winners are the big boy billionaires, and we are simply above the losers like you, Barack, or this Rolando guy, or whatever the fuck his name was.
It's okay if you have a small dick, Donald. You don't have to recompensate for it by scamming people and putting down others who aren't as rich and scummy as you.
Hey, I told you already that bitch Stormy is just salty because she is so goddamn loose. I am slightly above average, I would say even huge. Indeed, very huge, yes. But you shouldn't be the one talking because you are the female one in your marriage, brobongus.
I mean, he is black, so you might be surprised, Donald. You might be surprised.
Joe, stop being a Peter Gazer.
Said the guy that started a conversation about my dick size. The last hole for this episode, give it your best, boys.
Oh man, too many moving thingamabobbers around. My head is dizzy from all this.
Nah, it's just the Everclear hangover starting to settle in. When did you have your last bottle, Joe?
Right before you guys came in.
But we just came here 20 minutes ago.
Yes, I know.
It's kind of amazes me that a human can be so demented and mentally gone that you can't differentiate between his normal behavior and the drunken behavior. This guy probably have about half of his blood replaced by ethanol and the other half is just pure sugar because I know this guy drinks only alcohol and Capri Sun.
Joke's on you, I actually haven't touched a single Capri Sun bag tonight. I got my hydration only from Everclear since I woke up with an intense, unbearable headache last night.
Joe, you definitely need a sleep schedule fixed and get on a strict detox because I can't just passively look at you falling apart in real time.
But Barry, this guy is literally unkillable. He lives on alcohol and ice cream only diet, has the crackhead son, an abusive vice president that he's probably fantasizing about and haven't showered or brushed his teeth for over 50 years. Do you really think he will fall apart anytime soon? Heck, he will probably outlive us.
Okay, but Kamala is a baddie. Who wouldn't fantasize about this timepiece?
I can admit that Kamala can look like a very attractive lady under proper circumstances and if you get a good angle of her. But let's be honest, because I am a way hotter person out of the two, so it's not like she's something special anyway.
I'm sorry to be the one breaking the news for you, but you are an obese 80-year-old guy with a tuppet that sprays his skin orange. only person who can say they're attractive and they're 80 years old is Mick Jagger and Ringo Starr, and Gloria Gaynor too, if you want to get inclusive.
I once tried to train yoga and go for a run with Mick Jagger because I wanted to be as fit as he is, and I fractured my spine when I tried to do the Cobra pose.
Did someone call the Cobra Mr. Plenty, the real fucking G, the leader of the real world, Andrew motherfucking Tate?
That was a good try, Andrew, but I'm sorry. It's too late for a special guest appearance because we're finishing up the last hole of tonight's episode. You can do the outro speech, though.
Oh, okay then. If you watch the entire thing, then make sure you will not leave a subscription here, and instead, go and turn your life that is full of misery into something good. For starter, you can start working out because it will give you energy and you will stop laying in bed all day jerking off to some OnlyFans bitch that you paid to see get fucked by another man. Bye!
What the fuck?
Subscribe to Oval Office Gaming right now or Barack will go get your oil with his drones.